Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and today we're going to talk about seed and seed lines and how biblical nationalities are formed. And so, to start out, we're here in the Etymon online, and I have the word for, or the meaning of seed, the etymology of it. And from the Old English, it's that which may be sown, an individual grain of seed, offspring, posterity. And from the Proto-Germanic, seed, and just moving on down, it says sowing, to sow, and then offspring, progeny. And then it says rare now except in biblical use, meaning semen. So semen is in the seed of men because men are likened to carrying seed. That's actually where you get the term husbandman from. So I've got that pulled up, and it says the head of a family, a farmer, a tiller of the soil. And so the man is said to till or to plow the soil, and the man is referred to as the husbandman, and the woman is referred to as the ground or the earth or the land. She is what's being plowed, and they even say that within the world for reference to sex as in plowing. Not to get too graphic there, but that's what's said. And just to go ahead and have a reference to the woman being the land. This is Jeremiah 3:1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her? Shall not that land, as in his wife, be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord Yahweh. And so you could see the wife in this instance is referred to as the land because she took on seed, and it's saying she's polluted because she took on seed from another husbandman or another husband, another man, because the man carries the seed and the woman is the land or the earth. Just to show that it's through the man, that your lineage is through the man. This is Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees and their lineage after their families by the house of their fathers. So this is all through your father. You are what your father is and what his father was, and all the way back until you get to the progenitor of your nation. According to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So that is how your lineage, your nationality is determined by your father, because he is the one that carries the seed. He's the husbandman. You can see just the word seed within the scriptures. This says showing 302 results for it. There's one in Deuteronomy. And this is Deuteronomy 28:46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and these are the curses, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And so that's how you actually go back to determine who the Israelites are through these curses being on this seed line. And so we can see that the curses, the people that are cursed in the earth at this current time, are the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, at least going through all of these, all of the curses in Deuteronomy 28 from 15 on down. It's on seed. In Deuteronomy 28 and 59, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Because these plagues aren't over until the end. And in the scriptures, it's in Revelation 22, I believe. It could be 21, but it says, and there will be no more curse. But with going back to seed, you see seed within the scriptures a lot, and you'll see upon thy seed, which is going back through your nationality, or you'll even see conceived seed, as in a woman took in seed to form a baby within her womb, within her soil, her land. But as far as Israel goes, Israel's seed was scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And so Israel is going to come looking in all colors, shapes, sizes, looking like every single nation that is upon the earth. So you're going to have Chinese or Moabite looking Israelites, or white, so-called white looking Israelites, or Edomite looking Israelites. And then vice versa, you also have what you would think would be an Israelite that's actually from the seed of an Edomite. It's what we call a chocolate-covered Edomite. And just to get examples of the wicked spreading, actually, let's see scattered. Oops, 1 second. Because we should see how the Israelites were scattered throughout the different nations. Deuteronomy 30:3. That then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee. Because we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So we're going to come looking like all the different nations upon the earth. But the Edomites, the wicked of the scriptures, they've also scattered their seed through their conquering. And they're going to come looking like all the nations upon the earth, especially as Israelites, because just speaking as a man, I believe the Edomites and the Israelites have done a lot of, I guess you could say, mixing or intermingling, and I believe there's a lot of chocolate-covered Edomites, and then at the same time, or vice versa, I believe there's a lot of, I guess, white chocolate covered Israelites that you could say. But this is Matthew 13:24. It says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. That good seed being the Israelites. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. That enemy and those tares being the Edomites and their seed, and went his way But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. And you could think of, I think this was actually aimed at Herod at the time, because the Herodian dynasty was actually started by Antipater the Idumean. And just from the name, you can tell he was an Edomite, but he laid down with Israelite women and produced offspring or progeny or seed that resemble the Israelites, but they weren't actually Israelites, they were Edomites by seed. It's not about how you look, it's about your seed line that you came through. Verse 27, so the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, did this not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this, the Edomites. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest being the day of judgment. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers being the angels, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them in that nuclear destruction that is coming. But gather the wheat into my barn, because the elect of Israel, the actual seed, the progeny, will be saved. That 1/3 elect of Israel. And so I just wanted to go through that because it should be known that just because you look like an Israelite doesn't mean that person actually is an Israelite. And just because a person looks like an Edomite doesn't mean that they aren't actually, that their seed line through their fathers doesn't somewhere go back to an Israelite man. And also for the Moabites and the Ammonites and the Elamites and the Ishmaelites and the Hamites and so on and so forth. Israel was scattered through the four corners of the earth. So we're going to come looking like all of the nations. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying. And I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.